This is ARP748 and live stream recording. So I just want to say, if you want an introduction summary as to how did we break down the Ahn Rho Project into subdomains, subseries of life, subdomains of life, subseries analogies, as well as the live streaming schedule and all that kind of jazz, including the copyright-free music. You can find all that in the previous live stream straight up to January 2021. So if you want, you can just go check out those previous live streams now. And today's content, we have a lot of stuff. It's just a continuation really from yesterday's live stream, where we were trying to cover all the photography that we had based off of groceries and purchases and inventory and stuff like that. So it's a lot of diet, food, pricing, nutrition, groceries, technology, furniture items that we all purchased, and we're just going to try to run through the second portion of it. That's going to be the first part of this live stream, maybe about the first 10 minutes or so. We have a lot to get through. You can see what you see is what you get right here on the screen. We're going to expand on this kind of stuff. And then afterwards, we're of course going to also cover some physical items. That's going to be the last maybe 3-4 minutes of the stream. I'm going to stand up in my room. Sorry, let me get my voice right. And we're going to walk around and actually get the physical portion of the stream in, where we cover just physical items and cover a little bit of storytelling there too, just like what we do here as commentary over the photographs. So with that being said, 2 quick disclaimers. We will be real, raw, and genuine. I will not shy away from non-PC topics and stuff like that. This is supposed to be a time record, at least in part of myself, and so I have to be real, raw. I have to cover the good, the bad, and the ugly. So that's that, and why don't we begin? So the first thing we have here, photographs up here at the very top. Let's try to get rid of this one at the very top first, because it has to do with something I just received in the past 24 hours. And so you can see at the very top, 2 balls of those golden wrappers of Lindor Swiss chocolate. Received it from a colleague of mine, so it's a class 4 item. Just want to say, show some appreciation for KR, or abbreviate her name between her and her husband. She's had her wedding anniversary, and so happy anniversary to KR and stuff like that. And passing over to those 2 balls of chocolate, class 4 gifts. You also see below it, I took a photograph of the fluorescent light bulb, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the screenshot down, and you can see up there the light. There's actually 2 light bulbs installed, one on the left, one on the right, and previously there was only one on the right. The one on the left is actually sort of like a LED. It's LED, but it's like the kind of spherical ones. The one on the right is LED, but it's a coiled loop, and that's what you see right there. On the screenshot is basically I installed the one that's like a bulb, and this is the fluorescent one that's more like a coil. I just tried to capture the lumens in there, the details. It says something along the lines of 120 volts, 825 lumens, brightness, which is ironic. It's very strange, because clearly they're not using the same measures, because the bulb on the left hand side, which shines just equally as bright, says only 400 lumens. So for some reason, the one on the left, the bulb says 400 lumens. The one on the right, which is the coiled one, says 825 lumens, which, you know, one is nearly double the other, a little bit more, but the brightness is largely the same. And so I'm not sure what's going on there, but the fact is the room's definitely a lot brighter because I have both lights on. And what I'm going to do now, and I can say that they're both kind of like soft white, kind of warm, yellowish tan color. Very good for the bedroom. Okay, so back onto down here. Okay, not too good for office setting, but whatever. Okay, at the very bottom you can see that there's a batch screenshot. So screenshot of screenshots of photographs, and a little bit of inception right there. And I'm going to get rid of this photograph at the top and pull up this slag of stuff here from the bottom. And you can see it looks like a kaleidoscope. You know, it's very kaleidoscopic, very kind of trippy, very psychedelic, because it's just a whole bunch of screenshots of screenshots of screenshots. So we're going to get rid of that, and that's the project that we're trying to cover. We ran through about half of those. Half was on the previous live stream yesterday morning. You can find that on Facebook, Twitch, whatever. And so let's continue. So I went to 4 different places, right? I went to, on Sunday, Shoppers, Drug Mart, No Frills, Walmart, Dollarama. So we finished all the shoppers purchases, and now we're moving on to here what seems to be, this is Dollarama, and what looks like vom at the very bottom, by the way, is just oatmeal. It's avocado oatmeal. Pull that down. I have 5 minutes into the stream now. I have only about 10 minutes left, just keeping track of time. Alright, so we're starting with Dollarama here. Wireless LED lights. So this is something that I was trying to look for. If I actually remove this, pull this down here for a second, and turn around, this is reaching A7. You can see the light here is a light green glow. This is a RGB, so red, green, blue. I can control the lights with this switch here and make it blue. I can make it red, right? It's very interesting. It's fascinating to me. And I just want to say that I was looking for this kind of light, okay? And what happened is, I couldn't find that bulb, that specific bulb at the Dollarama that I went to over this weekend. They didn't have that item in stock, so I bought this one instead. And wireless LED light, but this one's something that you can clearly are supposed to attach or stick it to the wall. And it comes with its own remote and its own batteries, once again, for $4, real cheap. Alright, so this is the first. On the top left hand side, looks like there are also these shin pads on the top left hand side, the red. And the reason why that is because I'm scouting out rollerblading equipment, because I want to wear rollerblades and, you know, free myself in transportation. Alright, moving on. So let's move back into Dollarama here. Once again, we have the lights on the very bottom, the colorful lights. Above it, the shin guards, you know, again, about $4 it looks like. And the brand is with this W. You can see that it's something definitely that it's a good fit for the red and black branding color of the Ahn Rho Project. If I pull it up a little further, you can also see that there's some photographs of some keychains. And so a keychain I'm using right now is a class 2 item, and I want to get rid of it eventually. As well as we see at the very top, there's like a receipt, and I'm not going to go too far into that, but we do see also the anti-static dryer fabric. So that's that. Okay, moving on. Scouting out because we ran out of dryer fabric. Now we're into no frills. So we've kind of skipped a few, I think, and we're into no frills. There's some pie that was on sale, apple pie, strawberry pie, something like that, and I purchased each of them for about $2.50, so real cheap. And I bought one and had that for breakfast, added to my oatmeal today this morning. We also have some snack crackers. Most of the items here again on sale, $2 for those Cheez-It Crunch crackers, as well as $2.50 for that almond medley, chocolate almonds and stuff like that, and yogurt flavored almonds. So if I scroll it down, you can see right here in the back, almond medley. I just made that purchase, so that's that. Okay, good. So I think that's everything for this one. Okay, moving on. Okay, by the way, that same area is where we bought a class 2 depth item for my guardians. Now we have some more cookies. These are cookies and chocolates on sale. So sweet foods, a lot of junk food. You can see that the cookies were $1.87. I did not actually buy those fudge cookies. I did buy the Mint Oreo minis. I never tried that before. So this is food sampling. I'm just tasting. I bought it once. I probably will not buy it again unless it's a good enough purchase to buy a second time. And then we also have on the left hand side all these different varieties of chocolate: truffle, mint, peppermint, dark tiramisu. And I bought one of these bars to eat, maybe just 1 or 2 bites, and then I gave it over to my guardians, which I pass on. Therefore, it's a class 2 and class 4 item, meaning it's a gift item that's given to my guardians. Okay. Again, continuation of those on sale almond medley at the very bottom. And at the very top, you also see that those Indian snack foods, bags of chakri murku, and all sorts of chickpea flour snacks. That's basically like chips. You can see right here a continuation. Bougie chef, so those kind of like a dried potato sticks kind of stuff. Think of it as like an Indian version of potato chips. And so I took photographs there, and I also took photographs of the chips here. So again, everything here is just on sale. So I bought a few of these. Like I bought like what was it? You can see I'm trying to compare the nutritional facts, but again, everything's pretty high on sodium. You know, I'm just looking for fiber at this point, so at least I can clear up from my guts. You can see the pricing, $169, real cheap. Okay, and once again, more junk food snacks. I didn't actually buy these, but again, they were also on sale. Oh, the one at the very bottom I did buy. You can see that chili chatka or whatever. I've definitely smelled that before. It's a very familiar aroma. I used to live in Little India down here, and it's kind of like just a neighborhood in downtown. And so we have at the backdrop here some of the stuff here, the Oreo minis. You can see the chili chatka, whatever. I finished it already, and we have these banana chips here. So that's what's here. Okay, again, high on sodium and everything, not something I would recommend. Okay, now we move on to the biking equipment, sports equipment, athletics. And I'm scouting out, looking for that bike helmet and stuff like that. And there's also shin guards. Now this is at Walmart now, okay, we're past the no frills section. This is Walmart. I didn't buy any of these things. You can see shin guards, you can see all sorts of athletic equipment, but I didn't buy a single one of them, except for the ones at the very bottom. You can see right there next to the neon green, we have that one that says miter. And I bought the black one, and you can see that right there in the corner of the room, top on the section D2 over there. So that's where it is. So that's the shin guards that I bought from athletics. Okay. And aside from that, I don't think we made any significant purchases from Walmart, but we're going to continue. And once again, scouting out more smart bulbs. So once again, if I pull this down here for a second, and I turn around to the side, you can see this light glowing green. I can have this remote here and turn it red, right? Turn it blue. And so I'm looking for a smart bulb, okay? And if you went to Walmart, you would have seen, just like here I did here, it was about $12 for a single bulb. That's crazy insane. The one I purchased, the one I have lit in the backdrop here for a second here, like that's purple right now. That one cost $4 from Dollarama. But anyways, I know that that one's a much higher quality and is a lot brighter, so maybe 400, 600 lumens. Comparatively speaking, much better function, but I didn't buy it. Moving on, more lights, more light comparisons. I move on to electronics section. Here you can see the tripod. I'm looking for something that's going to hold a mic. So basically, I do need a mic right now. You can tell that I'm using, you know, like my phone to record, and the audio isn't that great. Audio is actually more important when it comes to creating multimedia projects like this than visuals, even on a live stream. So that's something I have to look forward to. I did not find it. I didn't find any sort of like mic rig, but you saw some tripods there. And again, more onto the electronics section. Now this stuff I covered in the previous live stream, so in terms of antivirus and stuff like that, here's the Shoppers Drug Mart stuff. So what I'm going to do now, we can get rid of all this since we covered all the photography. And now we're facing here the laptop area. In the last minute I have left, I only have 60 seconds left. Let's cover very quickly some shit that we got to throw away, and then we'll put it to a close as well as take a message. So we forgot to cover yesterday in physical form this touchscreen stylus pen. Again, you can see for $2, real cheap. I use this when I go to the workplace because I'm working on the project, oftentimes recording of audio, and so I'm gloved with my hands. I don't want to cross-contaminate in my workplace, in my warehouse, so I just use this and I just dabble away on the phone to switch the podcasts or audio recordings that I'm creating on the spot as I'm working. In addition to that, I received new mail from a financial institution, and so it's just a promotional item regarding, like, I don't know, it's like credit cards or line of credit, stuff like that. And I had to scan and electronically document that. Next, we have at the very bottom here, have you seen the title, Butthurt much? Yeah, butthurt fucking much. So my left foot is like got 2 scrapes and cuts, and I'm right now. So again, I'm working shipping and receiving, and yesterday was just a whole bunch of injuries back to back, and I had a hard time stinging myself with these alcohol wipes here that I got from my workplace and these bandages here. So I'm a little bit kind of raspy and kind of haggard right now, but that's it. So this is all trash, garbage. I'm going to move this over to section D1, take it out for trash. So this is the take-home message. Take care of your health yourself. Make sure to become a strong, responsible individual. I hope to see a better version of you as well as myself next live stream tomorrow morning. This is Ahn Rho signing out. Ciao.